Morning, ma'am. I'm John Ledrat, and I'm going to tackle about the national artist of the Philippines. First category is visual art, and first artist is Fernando Amorsolo y Cueto. Fernando Amorsolo was born on May 30, 1892 in Paco, Manila. Amorsolo helped shape and stylize the image of ideal Filipina. In 1908, he won the second prize for the painting Livento Periodico at the Bazaar Escota, a competition sponsored by the Association International de Artistas. These are some paintings of Fernando Amorsolo. A rice harvesting scene, 1954 oil painting depict Philippine village life. In Amorsolo's waning years, health problems, including diabetes and cataract, created obstacles, but he continued to paint productively to support his large family. Despite sa mga sakit tulad dyan, Yundang og paint to support his family. The death of his two sons, Fernando Jr. in 1964 and Milo in 1971, affected him deeply. Fernando Amorsolo died of heart failure on August 24, 1972. In 2023, Amorsolo's children founded the Fernando Amorsolo Art Foundation, which is dedicated to preserving Fernando Amorsolo's legacy, promoting his styles and vision, and preserving a national heritage through the conservation and promotion of his work. And second is Benedicto Cabrera. Benedicto Cabrera, also known as Ben Cab, was born on April 10, 1942 in Malabon. He was the youngest nine of the children. Ben Cab's first exposure and discovery of the arts happened through his elder brother Salvador, who was already an established artist during Ben Cab's childhood. Ben Cab met British journalist Caroline Kennedy in Manila in 1968 and married in London in 1969. The couple decided to stay in London when Ben Cab returned to the Philippines in 1972. He hailed as a Filipino pioneer of the arts and a significant influence among his peers. However, he returned to London once more in 1974, partly to get away from the grip of martial law which Fernando Marcos had declared in 1972. That event is said to have marked the beginning of Ben Cab's passionate involvement with the social commentary and the topics of repression and freedom, turning him into a key figure in the development of protests against art of the Marcos dictatorialship. His Larawan series was developed out of his nostalgia for the Philippines. He and Caroline used to scour local flea markets all over Europe looking for early maps and prints of the Philippines. This collection became the basis of his Larawan series. These are the awards that he received. Gawad CCP para sa sining 1992 and 2006 National Artist for Visual Art in Philippines and 2006 Most Creative Force in the Philippines Statler Ball. In 1995, Ben Cab's 16 years marriage with Kennedy ended in divorce and he eventually decided to come home to the Philippines. The third one is Guillermo Tolentino. Guillermo Tolentino was born on July 24, 1890. He was a Filipino sculptor and professor of the University of the Philippines. He was designated as a National Artist of the Philippines for sculpture in 1973, 3 years before his death. In 1911, Tolentino made an illustration to prominent Filipino posing for a studio portraits. Among those includes were national heroes, revolutionaries, and politicians. The illustration was lithographed and published in a weekly magazine called Liwayway under the name of Grupo de Filipino Ilustres and became popular among homes in the 20th century. Tolentino, a student at the university when he made illustration, didn't earn any money from it but didn't seem to mind about it. Tolentino graduated in 1915 with a degree in Fine Arts. In the absence of Fernando Marsolo, Tolentino was appointed acting director of the School of the Fine Art and eventually became its director 2 years later in August 1953. In 1955, Tolentino retired from service in the University of the Philippines and returned to private practice. He received various awards and distinctions in his later years. These were the awards given to Guillermo Tolentino. 1959 UNESCO Cultural Award in the Sculpture. And 1963 Patnubay ng Sining at Kalinangan Award. Republic Cultural Heritage Award in 1967. Presidential Medal of Merit in 1970 and Diwan ang Lahi Award in 1972. Napoleon Veloso Abeba, also known as the father of modern Filipino sculpture. He was proclaimed National Artist of the Sculpture in 1976. He was 46, making him the youngest recipient of the award. He also awarded First Prize Sculptural Exhibition by the Art Association of the Philippines in 1951, and also the awardee of the unknown political prisoner in the International Sculpture Competition by the Institute of Contemporary Art in the Philippines. Next category is Architecture. Leandro V. Locsin. Leandro V. Locsin was a Filipino architect, artist, and interior designer known for his use of concrete, floating, and simplistic design in his various projects. He was proclaimed a National Artist of the Philippines for Architecture in 1990 by the late Corazon Aquino. Locsin was also commissioned to design the Ayala Museum to house the Ayala collection. Most of his work are churches and chapels. Next category is Fashion. Ramon Valera. Ramon Valera was a Filipino designer who was bestowed with the National Artist of the Philippines honor in 2006. He is the first Filipino fashion designer to receive this distinction in 2017. His work was displayed in an exhibit called Valera's gown have been worn by notable Filipina women including Gloria Romero, Barbara Perez, and Imelda Marcos. He was the first to introduce the one-piece terno that was fastened in the back with a zipper. Next category is Literature. Carlos P. Romulo was a Filipino diplomat, statesman, soldier, journalist, and author. He reported at the age of 16, a newspaper editor by 20, and publisher at 32. He was a co-founder of Boy Scout Philippines. Romulo is perhaps among the most decorated Filipino in history. He was awarded 72 honorary degrees from different international institutes and universities and 144 awards and decorations from foreign countries. Next is Francisco Arcelana. Francisco Arcelana was a Filipino writer, poet, critic, journalist, and teacher. He is considered an important progenitor of the modern Filipino short story in English. The next category is Music, Theater, and Dance. Livy Silerio. Livy Silerio was a Filipino composer and lyricist who is credited with writing over 4,000 songs. Silerio was recognized as a national artist of the Philippines for music and literature. He was also known for using a leaf as a musical instrument, which led for being recognized as the only man who could play music using leaf by the Guinness Book of Records. Next is Francisca Reyes. Francisca Reyes was a Filipina folk dancer and academic noted for her research on Philippines folk dance. She is a recipient of Republic Award of Merit and the Ramon Magsaysay Award and is a designated National Artist of the Philippines for dance. Next one is Honorata Atang de la Rama. De la Rama was a singer and vaudeville performer who became first Filipina actress. Next category is film and cinema. Ronald Allan Poe. Ronald Allan Poe, professionally known as Fernando Poe Jr., was a Filipino film actor, film director, producer, screenwriter, and politician. He long, his long and successful career as an action star earned him the nickname The King. Poe appeared in around 300 films spanning from 1955 to 2003. Lino Brocka. Brocka was a Filipino film director. He is widely regarded as one of the most influential and significant filmmaker in history of Philippines. He is co-founded the organization Concert Artists of the Philippines. Brocka was awarded the Ramon Magsaysay Award for Journalism, Literature, and Creative Communication Arts in 1985 for making cinema and vital social commentary. And more to ma'am. Thank you.